Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing questions from day 23 of the revision plan. Question number 1. Consider the following factors with respect to eutrophication of a lake. Statement 1. It causes dense growth of algal blooms. Statement 2. Excessive use of nitrate and phosphate fertilizers can accelerate this phenomenon. Eutrophication simply means the enrichment of water. So when the water of the lake get enriched, it supports microorganisms and such plants. It usually happens due to the runoff from the land. We use excessively fertilizers and nutrients in nearby agricultural field. It get leached off during raining and irrigation, and the nearby water bodies undergo eutrophication. Nitrate and phosphate fertilizers are the common ones that cause eutrophication, and also, as I said, it causes dense growth of algal blooms. Therefore, the answer is C, both 1 and 2. Question number 2. Which of the following can cause destruction of ozone layer? 1. Methyl bromide. 2. Methyl chloroform. 3. Halons. The common ozone depleting substances are chlorofluorocarbon, hydrochlorofluorocarbon, hydrobromofluorocarbon, halon, methyl bromide, carbon tetrachloride, and methyl chloroform. So these ozone depleting substances, they get attached to the ozone in the upper atmosphere, and they split the ozone molecule into individual oxygen atoms, and thereby they cause the destruction of ozone layer. So the answer is option A, 1, 2 and 3. Question number 3. Which of the following mentioned below are carbon sinks? So a carbon sink is a natural reservoir that can accommodate huge quantities of carbon and associated carbon molecules. Their significance is that they reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and makes air purer. So all the given options are examples of carbon sinks. So these given options, seagrass beds, salt marshes and mangroves, they all amount to rich carbon sinks. Therefore the answer is D, 1, 2 and 3. So next question, question number 4. Which of the following statement best explain the term pesticide treadmill? Statement A. The need for continuous and repeated use of pesticides. Statement B. Massive one-time use of pesticides. C. Slowly reducing the amount of pesticide usage. D. A method of testing the sustainability of a pesticide. So from that word itself, treadmill, something that goes on again and again. So the most appropriate statement that stands close to the said word pesticide treadmill, if you read it, you will understand that it's the need for continuous and repeated use of pesticides. It is actually a term that indicates a situation in which it becomes necessary for a farmer to continue using pesticides because the crops will become accustomed to it and the land will lose its fertility, so that there is no way out of not using the pesticides. Therefore, the answer is A, need for continuous and repeated use of pesticides. Question number 5. With reference to trophic levels in an ecosystem, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The trophic level of an organism is the position it occupies in a food chain. Statement 2. Consumers at each level convert roughly about 10% of chemical energy to biomass. So you all might know what a trophic level is. It's the position that it occupies in a food chain. And what is a food chain? It's a succession of organisms that eat other organisms and maybe in turn get eaten by another organism. So in the food chain, the trophic level means the number of steps that an organism lies from the beginning of the food chain. And a number of interconnected food chains are called food web. And in the ecosystem, there is a rule regarding the efficiency with which the energy or biomass get transferred from one trophic level to another. It's called the 10% law. It means that consumers at each level convert an average of only about 10% of the chemical energy in their food to their organic tissue. Therefore, the answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Question number 6. Consider the following statement regarding biomes. Statement 1. No two biomes are completely similar in terms of vegetation and biodiversity. Statement 2. Climate determines the boundaries of a biome and abundance of plants and animals found in each one of them. So what is a biome? It's the terrestrial part of biosphere. Aquatic parts are not included in a biome. And never two biomes are alike, and they are also characterized by distinct climate, vegetation, animal life, which are usually a reflection of the climatic condition of the said biomes. Therefore, the answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Question number 7. Consider the following statement about particulate pollutants. Statement 1. They are microscopic liquid and solid particles present in the form of suspension in the air. Statement 2. Finer particles are far more dangerous to human health compared to larger ones. Statement 3. There exist natural and artificial sources of particulate matter. So we know what particulate matters are. They are the very small particles that are usually found in the atmosphere, like black carbon and other substances that goes through the exhaustion, and the fumes that get emitted from the volcano. They all contain particulate matter, and they vary in size also. And smaller the particulate matter, more dangerous it is, because the smaller particles, they can go through our nostrils and get deposited in the lungs and cause various respiratory issues. And also they can get deposited on the agricultural soil and cause issues to the water flow. Therefore, the answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. All the given statements regarding particulate matter are right. Question number 8. Which of the following constitutes a sedimentary cycle? So this is a direct question that we have taken from the basic environment portion. What is a sedimentary cycle and gaseous cycle? It all depends on the source from which these cycles replenish. If it replenishes itself from the atmosphere, like a carbon cycle, it is called a gaseous cycle. And if it replenishes from the terrestrial areas and from sedimentary portions, it's called a sedimentary cycle. So of the given statements, phosphorus cycle and sulfur cycle are the two sedimentary cycles. Both are replenished by means of erosion of minerals and from other earthbound elements. Therefore, the answer is option B, 1 and 2 only. Question number 9. Lunar evacuation system assembly recently seen in news is related to which among the following? It's a program, a system to rescue an injured astronaut from the lunar surface. It was recently in the news as developed by European Space Agency. It's a pyramid-like structure and it can be operated by a single astronaut to rescue a fallen colleague from the surface of moon. So the answer is option B, rescue an injured astronaut on the lunar surface. Question number 10. Consider the following statements regarding Vyomamitra. Statement 1. Vyomamitra is a half-humanoid robot developed by ISRO. 2. Vyomamitra will be sent to space as a trial before Gaganyaan mission. So this thing, it's been in the news again and again. It's a half-humanoid that was developed by ISRO. It can act as a companion, it can talk with the astronauts, it can recognize them, greet them, and can be a companion during the space missions. So they have decided to send it to space as a trial before the Gaganyaan, which is to be launched at 2022. So that's all for today. Tomorrow we will be posting the questions for day 24 of the revision program. So bye for today.